Good afternoon, children. Welcome back to English class. In previous video, we have seen that Michael Stone had cleared the height of 17 feet 2 inches and also one more height of 17 feet 4 inches, and he was qualified for the final jump. That is, he was one of the two competitors for the finals. And all these vaults today, whatever he had cleared, were the rewards for his effort and his dedication and his determination. So let us see what happens in the finals in the today's video. And once again, welcome back to English class. So we have got some meanings for the day again. Let us go through the meanings here. To begin with, first meaning is runway. Runway, it means running track. Runway, it means running track. Second one is intensity. Intensity, it means strong in quality or feeling. Strong in quality or feeling. Third one is sprinting down. Sprinting down, it means running at a very high speed. Running at a very high speed, but for a short period. But for a short period. Next one is swarm with. Swarm with, it means surrounded by. It means surrounded by. So these are the meanings you have to concentrate and go through. Let us go through the text reading and let us see what is there in the next part of the lesson. Again, to take the connectivity of the previous video, let me read paragraph number 6 here. All Michael's vaults today, all Michael's vaults today seem to be the reward of his hard work. Seem to be the reward of his hard work. He cleared the bar at 17 feet 2 inches and 17 feet 4 inches and became one of the final two competitors in the pole vaulting event at the National Junior Olympics. Next paragraph now, 7th paragraph. Constant preparation and determination were his strengths. Constant preparation and determination were his strengths. As he lay on his back and heard the crowd groan, he knew the other vaulter had missed his final jump. As he lay on his back and heard the crowd groan, he knew the other vaulter had missed his final jump. He knew it was time for his final jump. He knew it was time for his final jump since the other vaulter had fewer misses, Michael needed to clear this vault to win. So there were only two competitors for the final jump, final vault, and by hearing the crowd groan, by hearing that crowds groan, Michael came to know that other vaulter had missed his final jump. A miss would get him second place. A miss would get him second place. Nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing to be ashamed of. But Michael would not allow himself the thought of not winning the first place. Yes, if he would get second place also, it was not the matter of getting ashamed of, but Michael would definitely try to get the first place itself. Nothing to be ashamed of, but Michael would not allow himself the thought of not winning the first place. Next paragraph, children. He rolled over and did his ritual push-ups. He started warming his body, warming up his body. He rolled over and did his ritual push-ups. He found his pole, stood up and stepped on the runway that led to the most challenging event of his 17-year-old life. So, Michael found his pole, stood up and stepped on the runway. Runway means running track. So, he stepped on the runway that led to the most challenging event of his 17-year-old life. The runway felt different this time. The runway felt different this time. It startled him for a brief moment. It startled him for a brief moment. The bar was set at 9 inches higher than his personal best. The bar was set at 9 inches higher than his personal best. That's only 1 inch off the national record, he thought. That's only 1 inches higher than, that's only 1 inch off the national record, he thought. The intensity of the moment filled his mind with anxiety. The intensity, see the look at the meaning of intensity. Strong in quality or feeling. So, the intensity of the moment filled his mind with anxiety. He began shaking off the tension from his body. He began shaking off the tension from his body. It wasn't working. It was not working. He became more tense. He became more tense. He began to get nervous. He began to get nervous. He had never experienced such feelings before. Yes, children, as it was his final jump and as the bar was set at 9 inches higher than his personal best, Michael Stone began to get tensed, get anxious, get intense, and he became nervous, and he had not experienced such feelings before earlier in his life. Then, out of nowhere and from the deepest depths of his soul, he thought of his mother. Then, out of nowhere and from the deepest depths of his soul, he thought of his mother. Why now? What was his mother doing in his thoughts at a time like this? It was simple. Why he has to remember his mother now? What was his mother doing in his thoughts at a moment like this, at his final jump? It was simple. His mother always used to tell him to take deep breaths when he felt tensed, anxious, or even scared. So his mother had told him, his mother always used to tell him to take deep breaths when he felt tensed, anxious, or even scared. Next paragraph, children, 9th paragraph. So he did. So he did. Means whatever his mother had told, he did the same thing. That is, he took the deep breath. He took the deep breath. So he did, along with shaking the tension from his legs, he gently led his pole at his feet. He gently led his pole at his feet. He stretched out his arm and upper body. He stretched out his arm and upper body. The light breeze that was once there was now gone. The light breeze that was once there was now gone. He could feel a trickle of cold sweat running down his back. He could feel a trickle of cold sweat running down his back. He carefully picked up his pole. He carefully picked up his pole. He felt his heart pounding. He felt his heart pounding. He was sure the crowd did too. He was sure the crowd did too. The silence was deafening. The silence was deafening. When he heard the singing of some distant robins in flight, he knew it was his time to fly. When he heard the singing of some distant robins in flight, he knew it was his time to fly. So he is ready to fly now. He is ready to vault now for the final vault. And whether will he be able to clear it, or will he be able to pass over it, or will not he be able to do this? Let us see these all in the next video. Thank you for watching.